Hey guys, this is the teen librarian Kelly at the Wichita Falls Public Library, here for another Teen STEAM. Today we will be attempting to make bioplastic at home. Bioplastic is a plastic material that is produced from renewable resources like oils, cornstarch, and food waste. You will need a stovetop, water, cornstarch, glycerin, which you can find at most stores, and white distilled vinegar. You can use food coloring if you don't want your plastic clear, but you can leave it as is. With your stovetop on medium heat, first you will add in 1 cup of water. After that, you'll need to grab your cornstarch, which I have right here, and you will need to measure out 1/4 cup. You will pour that into our pot and make sure that you mix it well. After there are no more clumps, you will grab your glycerin and you will measure out 1 tablespoon to pour into the mixture. Make sure to mix in the glycerin well before you go to your last ingredient. Lastly, we will grab our white vinegar, and you're going to need to measure out 3 tablespoons. After you've done this, you'll need to make sure that you stir it. And if you did want to add in food coloring after you add in the vinegar, would be the time to do it. You will keep the stovetop on medium heat and continue to mix until it has a thick jelly texture. It might take a minute, but we're getting there. Once you've reached the thick jelly consistency, we're going to take it off of the stove and let it cool down. This might take a few minutes, but that's okay. If you're not sure if it's cool or not, it's okay to also touch it to make sure it's still not too hot. Now that our mixture has cooled, we're going to find a clean surface that you can leave it on for several days. You're going to pour it out of the pot and start spreading it down. You're probably going to want to have this be a little bit thinner spread out, but I had thin and thick just to see how it would set and dry. While we're doing this, let's learn a little bit more about our bioplastic. We use starch because it is safe for the environment and is biodegradable. The glycerin makes the plastic softer and not as rigid. And the vinegar, which is an acidic acid, breaks down what is in the starch that prevents it from turning into the bioplastic. After a couple of days, this is what my bioplastic started to look like. After letting my bioplastic sit for a few days, it did set, but it did end up cracking, so I have several pieces like this. So I tried it again without filming and tried it in a different area for setting, and it still cracked like this. So I looked it up to see if it was something that I was doing wrong, and I was doing everything right. So if you follow what I did in the video, it will normally work. It's just right now it's super humid, so it's causing it to crack and not completely set right in one piece, because you need to leave it in a warm environment that's usually mostly dry. So because it is so humid right now, that's not the right environment for it. So if you do try this, you will probably want to try it at a different time of year. I was just so excited that I wanted to do this for summer. I hope you guys do try this at home, maybe not during the summer, maybe wait a couple of months. And if you do, I would really like to see any photos or videos or your finished product, because I think this is still a really cool project. And if you want to, you can even spread the plastic when you're about to let it dry onto a plate. So then when it's actually set and dry, you have your own little plastic plate that you can use. The bioplastic you can eat, no worries, unless you're allergic to anything that's in the bioplastic. It's also okay if your pet accidentally gets a bite out of it. It shouldn't cause any harm, so you don't need to worry about that either. I hope you guys enjoyed today's program, and I'll see you guys next time.